Have you ever had one of those moments? You know those quiet, almost unbearable moments where something deep inside you just starts to scream? That feeling that you cannot keep living the same way day in and day out? Well, if you have, you are definitely not alone. And that feeling, it isn't just random noise. It's a message. It's real, it's important, and it actually has a name.
I mean, that's a heavy question, isn't it? But that feeling, it's not a glitch in the system. It's not a sign that you're broken or failing. It's actually a signal that you're standing right on the edge of a really profound and necessary change.
So let's break this down. What exactly is this feeling? Well, think of it like an invisible crack, a rupture that's opening up between who you truly are on the inside and the person you've been pretending to be just to make it through the day. And this is where it gets really interesting. On one side, you've got your actual self, that inner voice, your spontaneous gut feelings. And on the other side, you've got the mask, the persona, the person you carefully built for social media, for your boss, for a stable paycheck. It's the huge gap between these two that creates all the pain. Here's a crucial distinction we all need to make. We adapt. We become what you might call functional zombies. We wake up, we produce, we obey the rules, and we start to mistake this existence, which is just common, for one that is actually normal or healthy. We basically turn ourselves into a replaceable little cog in some giant impersonal machine.
So why do we stay stuck in jobs that are literally murdering our souls, or in relationships that just drain every ounce of energy from us? Well, here's the thing. It's not a lack of willpower. It's actually biology. To really get why we stay stuck, we've got to look at our brain's kind of lazy programming.
It pretty much all boils down to this one concept: cognitive ease. See, your brain is fundamentally designed to save energy. It will always choose the familiar, easy path over the difficult new one. That single tendency, it explains almost everything about why leaving that draining situation feels nearly impossible.
And this quote just perfectly illustrates the whole problem. Your brain is not optimized for your fulfillment. It's optimized for your immediate survival. It wants you on that couch because, hey, that saves energy, even if that couch happens to be inside a prison that you built for yourself. But wait, what if that feeling of being trapped, the anxiety, the boredom, the total anguish, what if that isn't the problem? What if it's actually the solution trying its best to get your attention?
The psychologist Carl Jung had this amazing idea that suffering is a kind of sacred messenger, and this quote just captures it beautifully. Instead of trying to medicate these feelings away or ignore them, Jung says we should treat them like honored guests who have shown up with a really vital message just for us. So here's the most important point. Your suffering is the path. Your anxiety, your insomnia, your chronic fatigue, they are not defects, they are signals. They are literally forcing you to stop and finally realize that the whole persona you built to survive is now the very thing preventing you from truly living. And this whole messy, painful process actually has a name in Jungian psychology. It's called the call to individuation. It's that moment of inner collapse when your soul finally just says, no more. It's a flat-out refusal to live under those masks anymore. And yeah, it feels like an ending, but it's actually the necessary step right before you get to be reborn.
Okay, so we get the problem, and we've kind of reframed our suffering. But now what? How do we actually do something about it? Well, the answer isn't get motivated. It's something much, much more reliable. Let's be real. Motivation is fickle. It comes, it goes, it totally depends on how you're feeling. Systems, on the other hand, are all about creating an environment where the right choice becomes the easiest choice, no matter how you feel on any given day. This brings us to a really cool concept from the author James Clear called choice architecture. This isn't about having more discipline or trying to find more willpower. Nope, it's about being a smart designer of your own life. You're not just hoping for change, you are actively designing an environment where change is basically inevitable. So how do you do it? You start small, ridiculously small. You can use something called habit stacking. Like right after you lock your front door every day, you just take 2 minutes for silent reflection. These tiny micro-habits are so powerful because every single time you do one, you're casting a vote for your new identity. You're proving to yourself over and over that change is actually possible. And now we get to the final, and maybe the hardest truth to swallow in this whole thing. It's a reality that can feel absolutely terrifying at first, but it's also the most empowering idea of all. So many of us are just waiting. We're waiting for a guru, a new partner, the perfect book, some external force to come and pull us out of the hole we're in.
But this idea of an external savior is a trap. It's a childish fantasy that guarantees one thing and one thing only, that you will stay passive forever.
And this is the core of it all. Radical responsibility. It means accepting that even if other people caused your pain, and they very well may have, your healing is 100% your responsibility. The power to change your life isn't out there somewhere. It's right here. It's with you.
Look, it is absolutely terrifying to let go of that persona, that mask that got you this far, even if it's making you miserable. But everything you truly want, that authentic, real existence, it is waiting for you right on the other side of that fear. So the only question left to ask is, are you ready to cross?